goes in. At the end of the first, Clark, in a close game so far. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Looking here, guys, at what we've seen so far from the West All-Stars. What do you think?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive guys on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
They've got Anthony Davis. Steph Curry's out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Durant, and it's Leonard in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the West All-Stars. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the East All-Stars.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
And it's Wade penetrating. And he gets it to go. Wade's got 4 points now in the quarter. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Thompson outside. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. And now a three-point West All-Star lead.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, there's no doubt. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. DeMarcus Cousins has checked in for Anthony Davis. And a switch here also for the East. Isaiah Thomas has checked in for John Wall. Curry kicks to Durant. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
The drive by Cousins. Kicks it out to Leonard. Outside Durant. Another shot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. The West All-Stars have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That's good from Durant. So he gets them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Outside, George. Thomas sets a screen for George. Here's Wade. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
And no matter what they've tried, it hasn't worked. I think they just got to slow it down, idle it back, and get back to the basics.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Ryan's checked in. LeBron, he's checked in for the East. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Cousins. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also like the attack off the bounce. I mean, they're taking the initiative here in terms of getting into the lane and forcing the defense to collapse.
Wade against Bryant. From 12 feet out. Good D by Thompson.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Durant, the pass to Curry. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Anthony's shot is off. Wade against Kobe. No one near Curry as he lets it go. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Rejected by Kobe. Here's Cousins. Outside Curry. And Cousins kicks to Kobe. Pass to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. It's Durant on the wing. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock. Durant's got 11 points.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
And Durant sends it back. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Poke loose. It's stolen by Wade. Here's the break. It's Drummond, top of the key. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. He's off on the first. Russell Westbrook in for the West. And a switch here also for the East. Lowry's checked in. That one is no good. And so here are the West All-Stars. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And Thompson kicks to Westbrook. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Westbrook's got 5.
They're hovering around 50% for the game in 3-pointers. That's pretty good. But they've really elevated here in the second quarter.
It's LeBron with the drive. And that one's good.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
LeBron's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Here's Durant. Oh!
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Almost. How about the glide in and then also to reverse it?
Timeout call.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. Good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Screen by Cousins. And Westbrook, here we go. And stolen by Drummond. Thomas with the ball. Lowry has the open look. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Cousins. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Thomas. Drummond with a screen on Thompson. Drummond sets the screen for Anthony. Shot, no good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Bryant drives in with the fadeaway. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Bryant's got his 2nd basket of the game. Lowry dishes to James. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Cousins. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. James Harden, he's checked in for Kobe. And Paul's subbed in for Klay Thompson. The East also changing it up. Paul Millsap is checked in for Drummond. Jimmy Butler comes in for Anthony. And it's DeRozan in for Thomas.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
DeRozan. James Harden with the rebound.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Paul passes to Harden. Shoots from the block. Here's Aldridge. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for the West. And a switch here also for the East. Bosh is checked in. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. John Wall's checked in for the East. And the West All-Stars have possession. 19-point game. Davis setting the pick for Green. He kicks it to Davis. The shot misses. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Wall dishes to Millsap. Here's Bosh. Good.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
And here is Paul. Kicks it to Davis. Aldridge's screen. Up off the screen. And Davis throws it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
High arcing shot. West All-Stars with the rebound. Paul outside. It's Harden with the drive. The teardrop falls in. Harden's got 5 points so far.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Yeah, and that field goal percentage zooming upwards is now above 50%, which is pretty strong. Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
Puts up the baby hook. Uses the glass to pop it in. 9 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Clearly, they've been the hotter team here in the first half.
Well, they've been grit and grind, working for those high percentage shots, and quite honestly, it's paid off for them.
Bosh, a screen on Green. Butler gets to Millsap. Shot clock at 6. Here's DeRozan. No good from outside. And the West All-Stars with possession. Paul passes to Green. On the wing, Harden. Tries it from 19. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, you'd have to consider this not one of their best performances.
Millsap misses.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And here's Green outside. Kicks it out to Harden. Lets it go with a 3. And the shot is good. Harden's got 8.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Bosh, no one around him. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting